The purpose of this video is to show how the surface of the moon with all of its pock marks, there's a simpler, more plausible explanation for why it looks like it does. And so I'm going to do a very simple experiment that gets pretty close to looking like the surface of the moon. Okay, so I lined a cooking pan with tin foil and literally just went into our backyard and took a shovel full of dirt and threw it in there. Next, I'm adding water, and the spoon is for stirring it all up. I'm not going to eat any of it. It's just to stir it. No, just to stir. Okay. Oh yeah, that's mixing up pretty nice. Gonna make a big old thing of mud, basically. Okay, so the mud is starting to bubble and boil and pop here on the surface. Bubbles are starting to pop all over the place. Well, let's just keep going and see what happens here. So just taking a close look at this as it boils. See bubbles inside of bubbles. One big bubble right there. Some consisting of lots of little bubbles. That's pretty neat. It's going to form some neat dry land. Okay, so I turned the heat off and I'm just going to let it cool down and see what we get. Okay, so now that it's cooled, you can see, having seen the process, you would definitely say that these are pock marks and not meteors causing these craters, what appears to be craters, but they're pock marks. So look at all these craters caused by meteors hitting at exactly 90 degrees. Every one of them hit at 90 degrees. And I'm kidding. I obviously don't believe that. I don't mean to be smart, but I'm just trying to prove a point that the surface of the moon looks like it does because of during its forming process. There's probably some type of plasma that bubbled and popped like we saw here and then cooled down. That's the most logical, the simplest explanation. Occam's razor. So, but believing that the moon was formed, from a collision with Earth and then it got pelted with meteors exactly at 90 degrees. Come on. People are starting to wake up. People are definitely waking up and realizing these truths. And so I just wanted to simply boil some mud and show you the effect that happens. It's a silly idea, and I don't believe that the moon is made out of mud, but I'm just doing this to prove a point. That point being, the purpose of this video is to show the audience that this pan was not pelted with meteors, and it looks like the surface of the moon. And I just quickly threw together some dirt in a pan and added a little bit of water, stirred it up and boiled it, and that's all I did. I also did a video a few months ago about the Barringer crater, or as most people know it, the Arizona crater. And I said that it was a pockmark from a bubble pop, probably some kind of gas bubble or something. And people sent me messages saying that it was a geyser. And I'm actually That very well could be. I may have missed the mark a little bit. It could have been some kind of geyser. Yeah, that could be. But I am excited either way. I am super excited that people were sending me this kind of message and not sending me a message saying, "Hey, come on, those were meteors that hit the Earth and wiped out the make-believe dinosaurs and all that crap." That's nonsense. People are definitely waking up and saying, "Hey, wait a minute, something's not right here." So anyway, I don't believe the moon is made out of mud. I just quickly did this to prove a point that during the forming of this, you see the process that I went through. Look how it scarred the surface. To me, and even since I was a kid, I always believed that's what happened to our moon. Something like what I just demonstrated here. But you're free to believe what you want, and please do. Please investigate things for yourself.